Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4 with Switzerland. So, last time I took a bit more land from Austria, right? Yeah, you can see it's all still coring. My droops are trilling? That's right, my droops are trilling. I'm gonna be taking on Bavaria next, I think. So my truce with Austria is in 44. My truce with Bavaria is in 35. So I think the plan will be take on Bavaria and their friends. Then take on Austria, who will then let me get through to Poland. Then I can start getting the beat down over here. Question is, do we have a formed Commonwealth this time? No. Poland went with the local town. I probably noticed that before. Don't worry. I know. That's my bad. Anyway, I've got a claim on Munich already, or Minga, I suppose. To remind myself, oh yeah, that's right. The whole of the every German state and Spain are in my coalition. I almost have a border to the Ottomans, but again, the Ottomans are allied with France. I'd probably annul that alliance, to be fair. Everyone's at war with Austria. What's going on? Poland, Croatia, Lithuania, Stettin and Lusatia. Okay. I mean, of course it's not everyone, but it sure is Croatia. Cleaver going through the Peasants' War. Whatever, you do you. What is good, however, is that the Pope aren't in my coalition yet. My truce with them is 37. So I would roll from Bavaria into the Pope. I'd want the Bavaria war to be kind of quick, so I could go straight into the Pope before they join a coalition. Something like that. Remember, we're playing with Mercs, so army maintenance slider does not matter. I can move this as much as I want and it won't change. What I do need to do is balance my balances by lowering corruption and, you know, changing my advisors and stuff like that. That's how I'm going to have to balance economy early game here. Which is fine by me. We need 40 spy network. Because we've already got a claim on Dunnerworth because it's in the Swabia region. My truce with Württemberg is up in 1536. If I were to attack Bayreuth, I mean they're also in the coalition, so it would call everyone in if I co-belligerate them, which is a shame because otherwise I'd co-belligerate them to bring in Württemberg specifically, but that's okay. Are you kidding me? We got discovered in Bavaria. That's a shame. That's a real crying shame. So, next tier will be... You know me, I do like my Lockian Proviso. I haven't taken it in too many campaigns, but I do like me my Lockian Proviso. And I am on my way to finishing infrastructure ideas. So, I actually can almost immediately go into Lockian Proviso. This finishes in... So I get the next reform in 2 years' time. I may have to... Okay, why are you not going to assist? You're on Merc attack. Oh, because you're waiting for my other unit to lose. Interesting. You know what? Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how this one plays out. What I can do is I could intentionally not take the tier 8 gov reform, and I can wait to finish infrastructure to then grab Lockian Proviso. Because as tempting as war economy is for the free war taxes as a result of... there was something that gave me half price war taxes, isn't there? Benefits for mercenaries. That's right. It's in the Merc ideas. It's this one. Sorry. So I could get permanently free war taxes already, but I think I'd rather have the goods produced than the dev cost. So it is definitely going to be Lockie and Proviso. Unless, how I tend to treat tier 8, I know I'm yapping about this now, but if I haven't got economic and infrastructure, if I'm in super debt and whatever, I'll take embrace economic theory. Otherwise, I'll take one of the trade ones. Or if I take economic or infrastructure later on in the campaign and I haven't got it yet by the time tier 8 rolls around, I'll then come back and grab Lockie and Proviso. So what's this about? 16 nobles in Sundgau. I'm going to let them pop up. I get reduced unrest, but I get increased autonomy change, but also I don't lose a cardinal. I kind of want the cardinals actually, weirdly enough, at the moment. Also what I'd love to do is let's reduce autonomy. And I think we keep Florian. I'm sure past me probably said keep Florian. I'm going to keep to that. We'll make this guy a bit stronger. I had max Republican tradition, so I'm fine with that. I still haven't decided whether we're taking plutocratic or economic next, but I'm taking plutocratic and economic at minimum for the next 2. I think I discussed also maybe taking trade as part of the next 3 sets of tech groups, but we'll see how that changes over time. I might end up taking, I don't really want to do diplomatic and admin. I could do the blobbening thing, but who knows, maybe I won't need to, you know? Maybe I won't need to. I'd rather not have to if I don't want to. Because even in the campaigns where I've said I don't really want to take it, I've then been taking it. So, yeah. Not the best. Not the best justification, but it's a justification you're getting nonetheless. Meanwhile, my professionalism is skyrocketing thanks to having more units drill than my actual force limit. Very nice. Now I have fort maintenance before you know it. July 32 that says. We're looking good. While pip distributions technically are a bit lower when you play as a republic as when you're a monarchy, at least you can guarantee that you've got 4 points in one category permanently. That's one thing about the strength of. That's one thing about the strength of republics, that you can generally get better rulers as a monarchy for longer. But yeah, there's that offset. And let's take Republican tradition, improved relations, I think. And I'll get 1.77 every month. A bit of an obscure number, but I can roll with it. It's mostly because my power projection's in a funny state, isn't it? 0.17 from 83. That's almost a 5th, but not quite a 5th. That seems like a really obscure ratio. Maybe it goes to... I think it's because it would go up to 0.2 if I had 100 power projection. So it's actually a modifier from being that little bit over the 80, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right. I haven't actually ever bothered looking at the actual Republican tradition gain based on your power projection. Maybe it's... No, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to attempt to sort of rationale why it is the way it is. So I'll keep France for a little bit longer. What I'll probably do... Let's do it now. When I can, actually. I need more favours with France. So while I've got a spare diplomat, why don't I use that on favours with France? Okay. The plan will be to get France to a no alliance with the Ottomans, so that regardless of what happens, I don't have to deal with some Franco-Ottoman alliance chain. Whether I dissolve my alliance with France and attack them, or attack the Ottomans, or, you know, whatever, I'll be set. Ottoman conquest of Homs. So the Ottomans are now going truly into the Mamluks. However, let's stop improving relations. I think I want to get a claim or two on the Ottomans. And who knows, maybe I go for this war when possible. We'll see. Can we also speed up the game time, me? Like, we've got to wait till 35 for Bavaria anyway. So let's just get time moving, shall we? Get time going and a-flowing. So anyway, how are the separatists coming along? Pretty fine. I don't mind when they rise up, because I've got my Grand Company ready to receive and intercept. I could statefy the rest of this land, but I think I'm going to wait that out for more expansion, because I want to take land from Austria and Bohemia. I want to take land from Bavaria. I want to then sneak into Poland. I want to eat some more from the Ottomans, you know? Also, I took that event just there because it's unlikely I'm going to get prestige for another pulse event in the time that it's around. But also I'm not in any wars, so I can't exactly get prestige immediately to get the powers benefit there. So 2 provinces with base production, or give them unrest and tax modifier. I don't care about the burgher loyalty right now. Let's do this. Thanks for the free power. Nice. I can also intervene with this war. I'm not going to, but I can. Because I am a great power, and it's a war with 2 great powers. Look at that. I'm actually above Mamluks on the great power list. I'm almost next to Russia. That's embarrassing, Russia. You're getting outperformed by Switzerland, of all people. You know, to be honest, I would say I've had a fairly explosive start these last 90 years. We've been looking pretty good, all things considering. No, we're not quite at Switzerlake level yet, but we're getting there. Also, by the way, I haven't actually determined the end goal for this campaign. I think this might be basically get Switzerlake again with just Mercs, but then also go until I have, I don't know, exhausted my enthusiasm for the campaign. The usual kind of style. Just from a recording and viewing point of view, I think it's better for you guys, for me to not just take every campaign to 1821, because then it will drag. There was some I've done till 1821, like the Iran campaign was specifically till 21. But sometimes it's like, well, you've done the main thing, we're good, let's get on to another campaign. It's all contextual, isn't it? But who knows, I might have enough fun with this campaign to keep it till the end, we shall see. And no, I'm not taking the next reform. The plan will be to grab this last infrastructure idea and then go lock in proviso, as discussed. September 34. So before I even next fight Bavaria, I will have infrastructure finished up. We'll have our production efficiency, I'll get the extra discipline. This is actually a good campaign to also go quality, but I don't think I want 4 mil ideas. We'll go Merc, defensive, plutocratic and quality. Not necessarily in that order. I think that might be, the quality is optional, but I'm definitely taking defensive and plutocratic, I think. Money is always good. Money breeds money at the end of the day. And I am making a lot of it, even when I'm like 50% over my force limit. More manufactories, please and thank you. People want access, and no, I want Venice to take Gauls. Trieste, sorry, I don't want them to take Gauls. Oh, the Venetian conquest of Ferrara. I see. I also now border Poland specifically. Probably bordered them a while ago, but they are in my coalition. So I do need to be a little careful. Or I do need to wait it out, I suppose. Or whatever. Even though you do have to consider... whatever, I'll give Bohemia access, then Austria can have it, whatever, I don't care. You do have to consider that I can get the relations up to plus 50 over time. What would it take? So I can improve by 9, that would then take them to 25. I can then insult their rival, scornful insult for 15 relations. So I need to either give them a small gift or something like that. I need like one extra relation modifier. Don't think I can give them access or anything. Ooh, seize land. Thank you. And that's right, my mission is to gain 2k, so I shouldn't have spent that 400 ducats. Oh well. It's a burger mission. Can I not just take the... Where are you? Not control over monetary policy, even though that one is good. Monopoly rights, right? Monopoly rights. Excellent. Now I get construction cost and time. Excellent. And see, I've got 2 Republican tradition for starting that diet. So basically I want to complete diets nice and quickly. So I can keep them up. Nobility. So really I should keep delegation, right for diet call and monopoly rights up and cycle them. Maybe. Diet held with 1542. So in 8 years time I can do that. Even if I don't improve relations with Russia. I should really increase relations with Russia though, shouldn't I? Let's make things simple. Or whatever. I can now take the last infrastructure ideas, give me extra reduced construction time. And I can take additional free policies, thanks to the passive corruption reduction, and Merc discipline. Nice. Sounds good. So when I take plutocratic, if I took plutocratic next, I'd get reform progress growth, which is a dip idea. Or with infrastructure, I'd get provincial trade power modifier as an admin policy. I might be taking economic first, you know. I know it doesn't matter about the policy bit. The policy shouldn't be the be all end all, but I'm just having a look. Financial Miracle Act and Efficient War Taxes Act gives me both of my free admin policies that are decently okay. It's either economic or plutocratic next, I feel. Best pursuits. And now let's grab Locky and Proviso. See, because I didn't lock it in, because I didn't Locky it in, I can now take it without having to swap gov reforms and waste even more of my reform progress. There we go. So I've now got the development and goods cost, or goods produced and the development cost reduction. Pretty good. Right, so when of this upcoming year can I attack? October. So I need to stop drilling in, say, June. Yeah, June, July-ish. Excellent. I can get behind that. Don't worry about the separatists. This campaign will have a few of them. Brittany wants ducats. Absolutely not. I'd rather just put it into my money income. Thank you. Venetian separatists will be rolled over by my mercs. And this is why I'm glad that I've maintained all my forts. Right. A couple more months, then I will undrill. If you think about it, I could just leave my Grand Company on drilling Rebel Stomp while this war's going on, because they're the equivalent of the excess units that I'm over by, which is kind of neat. You know, to be honest, I am closing the gap back up in my army force slightly, which is why my income's gone slightly up, not just because I'm building production buildings, but because my force limit's increasing. Bring me back over so I'm paying less for accession. Accession? For exceeding the limit. I suppose accession is maybe a word. Feel free to correct me on that. Or am I just being silly? So yeah, now's the time to undrill with everyone. To prepare for being able to attack Bavaria somewhat immediately. I did stop asking France to give me favours. I think for breaking alliance, both parties need to be at peace. France are helping the Ottomans properly. That's kind of cursed. So let's see here. None of my armies are drilling anymore. Let's bring the game speed back down a little bit, ready for when I can go. Will be against Baden, which I could take for myself. Bregenz. Bregenz? Why is my mind derping out here? Hold on, that's Baden. This is Bregenz. So I could take both Baden and Bregenz as well as Bavaria. I know I've got a big old coalition, but there's no harm in just ripping through these people, considering that there's not many extra people that would consider joining the coalition for me attacking Germany. I don't know, does the logic make sense? Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's see just how aggressive my aggressive expansion can get. There will come a time where I'm going to be stronger than the coalition, so I think we're good there. I mean, France would get super annoyed with me and then probably break alliance if I go too deep into the AE. Let's maybe work on improving their relations with me. And although I'm not the papal controller anymore, I do still want to remain Catholic. That's still very much the plan. So far, the Reformation's actually looking rather small, if I'm honest. October. I did not keep a thingy ready. Please don't join my coalition in the next 2 days. Excellent. Good job, Bavaria. You understood the assignment. We'll make it for taking Donauworth. I'll work out what I'm going to take. I still think I'm just going to take everything. Brittany would join. Don't think I need to worry about Brittany joining, to be honest. Hold on. What army did I leave on there? I left the 0 cannon army to go towards Baden's capital. That wasn't exactly smart. Bregenz. Go to Munich. And there we go. I'll keep my Grand Company on rebel suppression, honestly. I don't have too many worries there. There we go. Baden's out for the count. Bregenz is a fort 3. Ah, they've got extra garrison, so this doesn't count. Yeah, see, you need 11 because they've got extra garrison. Because they've gone defensive. Yeah, that'll do it. So I will bring this army into here. They'll support the Reichsläufer. And this army can just go into Wasserburg. I'm in. I am in. I haven't even actually made a claim on the Pope, you know. I want to grab Arezzo, Perugia and Spoleto, but you kind of need to have a reason to fight unless you want to go best CB everywhere. But let's see about actually grabbing a real CB. Perhaps. Mayhaps, perchance. They're going to go to Unterkarten. Whatever you say. I'm not too worried. Won the siege of their capital. I'm going to bring this back around. This occupation I just made was pointless, because I'm going to go for the Bavarian units. Also, between paying less for my forts and getting extra goods produced, I am earning quite a lot more money now. It's very profitable here. They're going into, say... Right, okay, I'm not going to be able to catch them up here. Except I am in this province. Excellent stuff. Bear in mind it says 105% discipline. But actually my mercs, don't forget, have an extra 5 discipline on top of that. So it's very deceptive as to what actually was going on. What I'm trying to say in short is that I had 110% discipline. But that doesn't show on the other screen. It only shows base discipline, not the merc discipline extra. Could have sworn I had merc discipline extra somewhere. I think I do, but I was just being a derp. Yeah, see? From the Mercenary Ideas finisher. I knew it was in there, I just couldn't think, you know, I had my finger off the pulse, as it were. So, Bregenz, Bayreuth and Baden. As mentioned, I'll likely just take Bregenz. Let's grab another claim. Can't yet. Ottomans love me now. I mean, okay. But not really. I don't love you. So I'm probably going to come along and beat you. Once I get rid of France from your alliance chain. So, yeah, unlucky. Poland have now rivaled me, whatever you say. I don't even need France to join me in the war versus the Ottomans. I just need them to not be allied. Is the thing. Ah, man! So, what next? Do I keep with an admin advisor? I think I should. In order to get the next idea group, I need to get admin tech. And getting an admin advisor would be more likely to let me do that. Reform progress growth on my new person. Okay, that was worth it. That was immediately already worth it. In an ironic twist of fate. Remember, none of my manpower pools work off my 41,000. Each one of these merc stats basically has more manpower than my actual base manpower, which is just ridiculous. Even hiring the independent army is 67 ducats, just from how low I've made that modifier. Insane. I'm sure I'll be recruiting them soon enough. Let's send you to Wasserburg am Inn. Excellent. But I think we'll end this episode here, so we'll continue this war in the next one. So for now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.